Hi everyone, it's Gareth Pearson here, and if you're new to my channel, please click on the like, subscribe and notification button where you'll be updated on all my latest videos. In this lesson we're going to be looking at the song Ground Speed by Earl Scruggs, and if you want to follow along with the sheet music and tablature, there's a link in the description section below. So I'm going to play this for you and then break it down section by section. So here we go, Ground Speed. Okay, so that's Ground Speed. Now let's have a look at the key information moving forward. This song is played in open G tuning. So from the low note to the high note, or the low string to the high string, we got a D, G, D, G, B, E. Okay, so let me play those notes for you now. Okay, and I also have a thumb pick on my right thumb to get those notes nice and articulated. So there's not really that much to learn. If we can get the first A, B section sorted, we have this song cracked and nailed, okay? So let's have a look at the banjo-esque style intro. Okay, so what we're doing is starting off with a harmonic on the 12th fret on the A string, which is a G note, now that we've tuned it to open G. Okay, so hit the harmonic, open E string, then I slide from a 9th fret to a 10th fret, back to the 9th on the G string, and then come down with the thumb on the B string there. And then I do this backward banjo roll. Well, it starts off backwards and then the last one is forward. So just with the right hand. So just with the right hand. And then with the shapes, and then we put it together, And those shapes are going to be utilized throughout the song. And that's a hammer on with a roll on top. So thumb, index, middle. There's a pull off there, or a hammer on and a pull off. If we're just using our thumb, that's what it would be. But we're adding in those banjo rolls. So again. And then we hit the D note. Then back to that. And then we climb. That'll be our C. So let's do that again, yeah. So that's going to be our intro. Now that we have that, let's get cracking with the first full-on A section. So we're playing with these same shapes, but we have the alternate bass line going on. And this is somewhat utilized throughout all the song. Okay, so that's your first part. Now let's have a look at that there. I'm sliding in with my index finger, plucking up on the G string, middle finger, 2nd fret. And then I claw up with my middle and ring finger on my right hand on the B and the E string. And I kind of strum down then on the G string, B string, and high E string for that extra little bit of flavour. Okay, and then back to the beginning. That repeats, and then we get up to D. There's our bass line, and there's our chord. Back to the first section again. And then here is. There's our bass line for C. And we got that. And then we slide into the 4th fret from the 2nd fret. That's a pull off there. And you can see I'm also clawing again there. And it feels like there's a lot going on, but it's actually quite simple. If you look, I'm pretty much just using my middle finger to target all those notes in just this area of the fretboard, which is where all the money is. So here we go. And you'll see I'm doing a little bit of double picking as well with my thumb and index finger on the same note there, or the same string. And I'm sliding. And I'm kind of sliding with my, plucking with my thumb while bouncing back on the D string. And there's a lot of repetition and variations within that phrase in itself. So what you want to do is like really practice this first A section, get it in your hands, and maybe do a little bit of experimenting. But you'll find out that once you have this in your hands, the variations should come quite natural. So that's the A section for you. Now let's have a look at the first B section. We get to this chord and we're bouncing back and forth from the E and A string, that's our bass line, and the melody alright, so we start off. So we have that slide in with the claw. And a cool little tip here, this is something that Tommy Emmanuel taught me. I was showing him this song and he gave me a really cool tip. He calls this making a feature. So what we're going to do is when we get to this part, we come to the bridge of the guitar and play it with a bit more of a dynamical heaviness, I guess. And then we play it softer. And then come more to the bridge. So again, there's a lot of alternate bass lines there. That'll be our G7. Okay, so that's our first B section. Now, let's look into some variations. The second time round, we're playing the same theme the same way, at least the first time, first couple of bars. Here we go. And then we climb it up, so we go. Okay. So, and then here's a variation. Instead of going, we're going to go. Okay. And then I slowly slide into this one. Alright, so again, a few more variations there. Alright. And then coming back into the B. Remember what I said, make it a feature. And then we get to this harmonic. Alright, and those are on the 12th and 7th frets. Let them ring out and then get back to. Alright, so we're covering a lot of familiar territory, but making sure those variations are just slightly different to keep the ear interested. Alright, so now, the very last time, we're going to go again, starting with the... And then we're going to play this riff. So... And then climb it up, the same way as we did before. And then we're going to play that same little riff, but in D here. And then back to G. And here's a variation. Instead of going, we're going to go. Just simply okay. And now for the very last B section, make it a feature. Play this lick, which is that's just a thumb index middle, and I'm playing an open D, and then my index finger comes up and hits the 5th fret on the D string, and then I'm basically going. Back to that, and here's the very last time round. We're not going to go, we're actually going to play the full on chord. And then we get to our C, D, have this lick here. Isn't it cool how everything just rings with each other? And that's basically... And then we finish with this bass line here. And that bass line is, but with the technique of like a gut string bass, and that's a thumb, and then I come down on the body, and then I pluck up on the G string with my index finger. Okay. And then I play this scale. And that's pretty much just played with my thumb and index as well. And I'm starting it with plucking, pinching with my thumb and index finger. And I'm using open string notes along with fretted notes. Finish on that E note, or that G note on the A string. And hit the harmonics. So one more time. Well, that's everything you need to know about ground speed. Thanks again for joining me on this lesson. And if you haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe and hit that notification button where you'll be updated on all my latest videos. Thanks again, God bless, and cheers.